Good morning. This is your 8:15 daily operations weather briefing, starting off with cloudy conditions this morning and expecting cloudy conditions to prevail as we move through the day today. And we'll see some rain chances moving into the forecast, particularly as we get past close of business today and into the evening and overnight time frame. And then we'll see things clearing out and drying out once again as we move into the end of the week and into the weekend. If we take a look at the current surface analysis, high pressure still in control in the periphery in the local area, but as you can see, that system out to the west is approaching, bringing a cold front into the area and a weak area low pressure pulling that through just to the north of that boundary. We're going to see that boundary continue to approach the area, bring some rain chances through this evening. We'll see a redevelopment of a weak low along the coastal Carolinas and moving off the coast, but that's going to help enhance some breezy conditions as we move over the coming days. Looking at current conditions this morning, we're overcast at 3,500 feet, winds out of the north at 6 knots, temperature at 46 degrees, our relative humidity is at 76%. Take a look at our current visible satellite as well as the composite radar here. We can see rain showers starting to move into the western Virginia area. And again, that will be tracking towards our local area. Not expecting much in the way of precipitation until we get mainly past the 6 p.m. time frame. Can't rule out an isolated light shower sprinkle during the afternoon, but it's not looking very likely at this time. But we will stay socked in the clouds as we move through the day today. Looking at the short-term high-resolution models, see how things play out. We'll see, again, dry conditions expected. This is one of the models indicating maybe a very slight chance of an isolated sprinkle around the area as we move through the afternoon. And as you can see, as we get past that 18 local time frame, starting to see chances of some light rain pushing into the area. And then the best chance of rain will come as we approach midnight and just thereafter. That'd be the best chance for more moderate rain around the area as well. We see an area of low pressure developing to our south, helping to enhance the winds a bit as we move through the early morning hours of Friday. And then as that low tracks away from the area, it's going to pull most of that precip away from the area as well. It should see mainly dry conditions to start the day on Friday. Very slight chance of maybe a lingering sprinkle for the first hour or two of working hours, but most likely dry. And then we'll see clouds starting to break and decreasing clouds as we move through the day, becoming partly cloudy later in the day, and dry conditions prevail. And that continues as we move through the overnight. We will see some slightly breezy conditions lingering around through Friday, a slight breeze continuing through Friday evening into Saturday, and then slightly breezy conditions once again for Saturday. But overall dry conditions as high pressure once again builds into the local area as we move into the weekend. So if we look at our 24-hour weather risk chart for today, expecting green conditions through working hours today. We'll see our high temperature up around 56 to 57 degrees. We'll stay cloudy through the day today, keeping our ceilings right around 3,500 to 4,000 feet through the day, and we'll see those lowering a bit as we go into the evening. We'll see winds shifting more out of the east-northeast to easterly, 7 to 12 knots, gusting up to 17 knots. We'll see that very slight chance of an isolated light shower during the afternoon time frame, but the chances really start increasing as we get past 1600 local, and more so as we get past 1800 local this evening, as we start to pick up that yellow risk for precipitation and increasing to an orange risk as we approach midnight. And we'll keep that breeze up out of the east-northeast, 8 to 13 knots, gusting up to 18 knots, and a bit more northeasterly as we get into the early morning hours of Friday, with those peak winds getting up to 20 to 22 knots. That's when we pick up the best chance of precip, with a red risk as we move through that 0 to 4 a.m. time frame, back down to an orange risk as we approach the start of the day. On Friday, we do pick up that yellow risk for winds that are above 25 knots, as those winds do get enhanced, particularly as we get into the start of Friday. And we'll see a chance for some reduced ceilings of visibilities with that potential for more moderate rain activity during the early morning hours Friday morning. We'll see our low temperature just around 48 degrees. They will struggle to those temperatures will struggle to fall as we have precip and cloud cover and winds around the area. Right now, tides are running about a half of a foot above normal. And the next couple days will start off cloudy, and again, a very slight chance of any lingering showers to start the day on Friday for the first hour or two. But most activities should be out of the area. Things will will continue to dry out. We'll see breaks in the clouds as we move through the day with decreasing clouds. Becoming partly cloudy as we get later in the day. We will continue to see some slight breezy conditions though, so we do keep a yellow risk for those winds at or above 25 knots. So we will see some gusty winds, just a chance of seeing that wind advisory criteria possibly at periods throughout the day. We'll have a seasonable high of 57 degrees. We'll see green conditions as we move through Friday evening, partly cloudy to mostly clear, allow temperatures to cool down to 43 degrees, right about seasonable for this time of year. And we'll see a slight breeze continue through the overnight as it sets up for another slightly breezy day on Saturday. Once again, we pick up a yellow risk for those winds at or above 25 knots, but overall mostly sunny conditions, and we'll see a slightly milder day with a high of 62 degrees. That's going to wrap up the 8:15 Daily Operations Weather Briefing. We'll be back again at 10 a.m. to take a look at the extended forecast. Enjoy your morning.